Friends, welcome back once again. This is part 3B of episode number 6, where I would be covering the remaining places of day number 28, which are the beautiful Buddhist monastery of Nelakondapally and Ganapeshwaralayam at Kusumanchi. After Millacheruvu, we next move towards Nelakondapally Buddhist site. Nelakondapally, which is 21 kilometers southwest of Khammam, 58 kilometers southeast of Suryapet, is also referred to as Nelakondapally or Nelakondapally, is a town and headquarters of a mandal in Khammam district. It is also an archaeological site important to early Buddhism and Hinduism, where excavations have discovered a major stupa site near an ancient man-made lake. Another site where Buddhist and Hindu artworks were carved in a pre-3rd century India. Both sites also yielding hundreds of ancient rare coins with Shaiva and Vaishnava inscriptions from the dynasties of Andhra Ikshvakus and Vishnukundinas. Nelakondapally is also the birthplace of Bhakta Ramadasu, who is the architect of Bhadrachalam temple. Nelakondapally is an ancient fortified city comprising numerous mounds inside. Excavations at the early historic mounds in the village locally known as Virata Raju Dibba and Baira Gulab brought to light a number of limestone images of standing Buddha, a row of brick-built water troughs for treatment of sculptured panels, viharas, mahachaitya, rock-cut votive stupas, terracotta figures, coins belonging to Satavahana, Ikshvaku and Vishnukundin period during excavations between 1984 to 1995, along with inscriptions, stupa plaques, harmika and chhatri, an umbrella emerging from the center of harmika of the Mahastupa were found. The presence of uncarved limestone blocks, chips and flakes at Bairagula Gutta obviously suggests that it was a manufacturing center of Buddhist sculptures and panels. An icon of standing Buddha as Padmapani in bronze was brought to light by the fishermen of the village from the rivulet nearby, flowing adjacent to the Mahastupa, dated to the post-Gupta times in well-preserved conditions. The Buddhist stupa is a historic monument dated back to 3rd century CE. The stupa is almost 46 feet high and around 170 meters in diameter. Virata Raja Dibba is said to be contemporaneous with certain events in Mahabharata, earlier to the construction of stupa. According to Krishna Shastri, the stupa is one of the largest in South India. The Mahastupa was discovered in the excavations conducted by Department of Archaeology, Government of Andhra Pradesh between 1974 and 1977, after which a series of excavations in and around the site were conducted, which revealed that the site was a major Buddhist center. The evidence found at the brick stupa suggests that it was completed during the Ikshvaku period, and later additions were made by the Vishnukundian emperors, which means the stupa was completed in the 2nd century AD. Nelakondapally was also known as Nelisindia in olden times. It is said to be the hub for construction of and exporting Buddha statues and Panchaloha idols, 5 metal statue of Buddha. The wheel-shaped stupa is 5-tiered with an ayaka vedikas in the 4 cardinal directions and encircled by concentric tiers with spokes between each of the tiers, giving the stupa a wheel-shaped plan. Both burnt and normal bricks are used in the construction of the stupa. Nelakondapally stupa is among the later stupas which are raised higher almost proportionately with the drum. Scholars are of the opinion that this stupa is a Sariraka stupa or relic stupa, indicating that it enshrines bodily relics of Buddha. According to Gopagoni, the Mahastupa is believed to enshrine a tooth of Siddhartha. A votive stupa is also present a few meters on the southwest of the Mahastupa, built using white limestone. The votive stupa is around 1 feet high and 1 feet in diameter. Just like a main stupa, this votive stupa has a harmika at the top, symbolizing heaven. This votive stupa is also believed to be constructed between 1st and 2nd century AD. A label inscription reading Skanda Bhadrasa was found on the stupa. The iconography of the statues found in Nelakondapally show that the region followed Mahayana Buddhism. In simple words, Mahayana Buddhism is a sect of Buddhism that believes in the heavenliness of Buddha and worships him in idol form, as opposed to the Hinayana sect, which views the Buddha as a philosopher or the enlightened one. Another extraordinary discovery at Nelakondapally was a throne decorated with lotuses, creepers, and Kaustuva gem, which has religious symbolism. Our final destination on day 28, Sri Ganapeshwaralayam at Kusumanchi, before we move towards Khammam for our next day. Kusumanchi is situated around 22 kilometers from Khammam and 39 kilometers from Suryapet, around 10 kilometers off from National Highway 365B. Also historically known as Krupapani, during the Kakatiya period, it is home to Sri Ganapeshwaralayam and Mukkateshwaralayam, the two Shiva temples built by the Kakatiya rulers during the 12th and 13th century, standing as testimony to the architectural skills of Kakatiyas. Having striking resemblance to the famous Ramappa temple at Palampet and Ghanpur Kotagulu temples in terms of the design and sculptures on the wall, there is a rumor that the temple was built by a sculptor without arms and legs, who is also honored with the stacking of temple with big stones. The stones used in the temple resemble to those used in thousand pillar temples at Warangal. The Shivalingam in the temple is 3 meters high with a radius of 2 meters, and it is one of the biggest Shivalingas in the state. The temple is built on an elevated platform facing east. The temple consists of a pillared Rangamandapa and Antarala, followed by the sanctum. The temple has entrances on three sides. The idol of Venugopala on the southern side of the temple is almost 15 feet high. The most remarkable feature of the temple is that the temple is built on the top of stones used as platform, piled up like a star shaped when viewed from the above, and Shivlinga shape on the other side. For many years, the temple has been covered with hummocks and mounds. The villagers were completely unaware for many years till Sadhu Vivapratap Reddy, then CI of Kusumanchi, brought his attention on the temple with the help of the villagers and brought it to life. The temple has a huge crowd during Shivaratri when devotees visit from Nalgonda, Warangal, and other regions. The Mukkanateshwaralayam temple is located few meters from Ganapeshwaralayam and is a Trikutalayam with three shrines having a common mandapa. Each shrine has a portico, Garbhagruha, and Antarala with a common 16-pillared mandapa. The pillars in the common mandapa are wonderfully carved with images of swans and floral designs. One of the striking features to note about the temple are the slanted brick slabs, which shows that the temple had been hit through some major earthquake in past, but still the temple stayed intact. The temple doesn't resemble any fixed style of architecture. There are no gopurams, no typical deulas, or no specifically styled mandapa and shikhara above sanctum, but the iconographies and sculptures on the walls make the temple worth visiting. So friends, that brings me to the end of part 3. I hope you enjoyed this part. Do keep watching the remaining parts of the episode. Till then, take care of yourself and bye.